It's the third Saturday of the month, which means we're back with TVGP's Game Club. I'm your host, Boston. We're talking about the Exit 8. I played this on the personal computer, joined as always by Moonpier
Howdy, Xbox Series X.
and Musum.
Hello. Steam Deck.
Let's get to the deets about this game. Was released November 29th, 2023, and then kind of came out on various platforms over time. The VR version was released on July 11th, 2024. Published and developed by Kotake Create. Was released on PS4, PS5, Series consoles, Switch, Switch 2, Android, iOS, MetaQuest, and various MetaQuest platforms, and PC. To describe this game, the IGDB description I kind of don't like as much as the PSN one. IGDB one is you're trapped in an endless underground passageway. Take a good look around and find a way to escape. That's true. The PSN one, I like those. The Exit 8 is a short walking simulator where you are trapped in an endless underground passageway, observing surroundings to reach the Exit 8. I like that one a little bit better.
Yep.
Let's do time travel here. Metacritic does not have a score. I kind of can't tell why. It looks like it has enough ratings, but doesn't have one. Most of the ratings seemed okay. OpenCritic has a rating of 67. Peers for the release date: RoboCop Rogue City, The Talos Principle 2, Game Club alumnus game Thirsty Suitors, Risk of Rain Returns, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Bluey, the video game. Please don't play with that with your kids. It's very bad. Persona 5 Tactica, and SteamWorld Build, which we also played here on Game Club. Let's ask the question we ask every month. Was this game top of the pile, middle of the pack, or overlooked?
I mean, for me, it was overlooked. The only reason I know this game exists is because it's one of those magical games that caught with streamers,
Yep.
and then suddenly I had a whole bunch of shorts and clips and reels and whatever else you want to call those things of people being like, "Oh, look, the handy dandy corridor!"
Exactly.
As they run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never heard about this game till you guys suggested it the other week. So
For me, I think I'll go somewhere between middle of the pack and overlooked, but largely because of the streamer effect of like, oh, someone found this game and it was a hit. So literally every streamer and every YouTuber and content creator is playing this 1 hour long game here for the next week or so. Before we get into the game itself, because we're going to be talking about spoilers, question mark. The next game we're going to be playing is Journey, that game company's hit game. We realized we were doing the quick production meeting before this. We've never played that game on the show, so we're going to rectify that. We're going to play that game club's Journey. It has been on everything. I didn't even write down the platform. It launched on PS3. You have it on something by now already. If not, it's probably on sale for like $3 or part of that game company, their collection or Annapurna's collection or something. So it is pretty easy to find. So we're going to play Journey for our final game of 2025 next month. All right, let's get into the Exit 8. We're going to be talking about spoilers, I guess. Sort of. Exit 8 is kind of exactly what it is in the first 5 minutes you see it. So I don't know how much spoiling we can do, but who wants to go through the first anomaly loop here in the Exit 8 and start chatting about it?
One of the things that I was trying to figure out a way how to describe the gameplay of this game, and while Googling it, someone, I can't even remember who it was, described it as a spot the difference horror game.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
And,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, I don't think I've seen a better description of this game.
Yep.
It's a corridor that you're walking down and you have to spot the difference. And if there's a difference, you turn back. If there isn't a difference, you go forwards.
Right.
The problem is some of those differences are extremely subtle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I played this game for like 2 hours initially without Googling anything, and I'm like, I don't
Hmm.
understand what I'm supposed to do here. Obviously, things are happening, and some of those things I need to run away from. And then I Googled it, and it basically got that description, and it sapped the entire everything out of it. And like already, I was like already a little miffed about the amount of time I was spending in the
Mm,
game. So, and once you know, oh, I just turn around once I spot, you know, once I see the difference in the thing, then I'm fine. But I still had to go and look up some of those differences, like that
So
ceiling
face thing.
sketch. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, the watermarked scary face.
Mm.
So you were playing this on the Steam Deck. Was that sign at the start hard to read for you?
Is there a sign that told you that?
Yes.
Oh, well, that sucks.
So every
uh,
so every time you go through and it's got the number and the arrow that you're on, so 0 arrow, 1 arrow, two
oh,
arrow,
yeah, I
three
could
arrow,
see that.
whatever.
I could see the numbers.
Right next to it is a little sign that says if you see any anomalies, turn back. If you don't see any anomalies, just go forwards.
You know, I had to have read that thing. Okay, well, maybe that's on me.
Yeah.
I don't. I didn't. I don't know, man. I don't exactly play some of these games sober, but um, I, uh,
But I think,
I just didn't find it particularly scary. Like, I feel like it was trying to go
Mm,
for PT, and I think it was just too mechanical. And while like some of the things were like the first time you see, the blood water rushing towards you, like that is
right,
yep.
frightening. Like the first time you see the two twins in the hallway, that is like, ooh, I don't know about this, or the
right.
lady in the
Mhm.
door. But like pretty quickly you realize like, okay, there's a couple things I got to run away from, but mostly like nothing can actually hurt me here.
I think
Mhm.
that's the thing that I was most surprised by with this game. I think, especially with there not being any music, I was really expecting there to be more like you're investigating one of the doors to make sure that they look the same and something jumps out at you. There's like the spring-loaded cat thing, or something. There's one anomaly that can like leap out of the wall at you. The dude who looks like the subway tiles.
The tile man. Yeah,
Yeah, and like that's that. I think that's the only one that's like, oh my god, there's something is coming at me. But the rest of it,
it's more tension building than anything else.
yeah, and I didn't even. It's tension building, but not even that much. I think the
Mhm.
thing I felt, it's not bad, like it's not nothing, but I think the thing that I felt the most playing this was a kind of low level, like simmering frustration. Not a ton of like, oh my god, I hate this game so much, but there was a lot of like, this hallway looks perfect. I'm looking around, everything looks great. I'm gonna go up to the sign. It says 0 again. I'm like, why? Why? What did I miss out of this? And eventually, maybe you'll do another couple of loops and realize like, oh, every little bit the posters are getting bigger. I was just moving too fast to see that, or I
Mhm.
didn't notice that the doorknob was in the center of the door because I didn't look on the right hand side of the hallway this time. That's on me. So there was some of those where I'm like, all right, I'm on loop 5. I'm getting it. I can get out of this place. 0. What the heck? Come on, man. So
I will say that number changing is a fantastic game design where you
yep.
go around that corner and you see it tick up one,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like,
Yeah, I
yes,
got it right, man.
excellent. But then when you do see it tick back to 0, you're like, no, 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 no,
There's
no.
nothing wrong in that
Um,
hallway. What are you talking about?
uh
Yeah, or like when you're like creeping through the hallway and you're like, nothing looks wrong. I'm on loop 6. I really can't. This dude looks normal. He's got the phone in his hand. He's not looking at me. Everything's fine. I'm gonna triple check though because I want to get to 7. And you're like inching around the corner, like, please, please, please. Oh god, it's 7. Thank you. Like, it's that thing of like, oh, I knew there was nothing wrong. Oh, thank you. All right, good. So
Yeah, like I reached a point where, like, after understanding the mechanics and then playing it more, there were finally just a couple I just wasn't seeing. So I looked up the the deals, and it turned out there were literally only 3 anomalies I had never caught.
Okay.
So like, by the
I'm
time I
curious.
beat it, I actually unlocked the see all the anomalies achievement. So
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what were the 3 that you consistently missed? Because one of the things I want to give this game massive props for is you don't see a repeated anomaly until you've seen them all. As soon as you, if you go down a corridor, you catch the anomaly and you turn around and go the other way, that anomaly doesn't show back up again.
Right.
If you don't catch it, it shows back up again. But if you catch it and turn around, it's gone. It's only the other ones that are in the cycle.
didn't
So
even
I'm
realize
curious,
that.
what were the 3 that you missed?
so face in the ceiling, the
Mhm,
growing posters, and then poster
mhm.
number 2 when it gets the drawing
Scary
face.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
5th poster, like that one I caught. It's just the second one was subtle enough.
Yeah, with the crayon that's been melted
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
face look to it.
What's so
Yeah.
funny is
For me, it
Oh, go
was the
ahead.
tiles, the yellow tiles. Not when they have the pattern in them, that was
Oh, when
relatively
the
easy.
tiles look
When they
different.
change the texture and they
Yeah.
have a little face in them.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to revise it. I missed that one too. So there were like 4 of them or something.
Hmm.
It wasn't like there's 32 total. So like
Right.
there was
Hmm.
very few left. So that's how I got the rest of them. Then that last playthroughs, I've just incidentally been beating my head against the wall, missing the instructions for the game. And
Speaking of those posters, I think the thing that's so funny about this game is for the majority of the anomalies, it was way easier than I was expecting, because I was thinking
I
about
was expecting. I was looking at those dates on those posters,
me
being like,
too.
"Hey,
Like,
this one's 8/8. This one's 12/16. Open
yeah,
brackets
I'm like
Tuesday. Close brackets."
the little panel next to the door. I'm like looking at where all the little labels are. I'm thinking
Uh-huh.
like the version of the
That
Exit 8.
that concept poster is like
Yeah,
10 out of 10 with 3,000 yen. I know
yeah,
that.
like
That will be ingrained in my brain forever now.
the version of the Exit 8 that I would make would be like that first poster you see with all the crosses and the circles on the bottom. I'd be switching
Yep,
those
I
things
looked at
around and
those
be
too.
like, "Did you remember every one of those?" Because one of these might be different. Like I'd be making a version of this game that's way meaner. Is the door
Yes.
one tile off from where it was before? It. I think
Uh-huh.
that's what I was kind of surprised by, because hearing people talk about this game before, especially the guys over at Nextlander, they were talking about like really inspecting the environment a lot. And going into this, I thought, oh, well, maybe if the pattern of the tiles is different, maybe that's the one you turn off. But it's I think, for better or for worse, it's way bigger, more obvious things of like, there's a river rushing towards you. There are 2 weird
Uh-huh.
things that the guy with the phone that walks through, he's looking at you the entire time. The
And
anomalies
now he
are
can't stop smiling.
right, or he's like
Um,
fast walking, like
but I think that's a
I will
really
say the
good.
first time the guy looked at you, that one also creeped me
yeah,
out.
that one's
Oh,
super creepy.
100%.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. When he's tall got me, if I'm completely honest. When he comes around and he's like the height of the ceiling and just like, I'm
super
gonna turn
weird.
around and run this way as soon
Yeah.
as I can. I will say, I was very annoyed the first like hour I played this game because I was clicking the left stick into sprint. Every single button on the controller is sprint, except so you don't have to click the left stick in. You can
Gotcha.
literally hold a trigger or a
My
bumper
thumb hurt
or
so
anything.
bad. I did not realize
Yeah,
the Steam
same,
Deck does
bro.
not have an easy joystick
Click
to
it.
click.
Oh, sure, right.
I got so far through it, and then I was like, I think I just put the controller down, and the angle I put it down pulled the trigger as I was walking, and then I started sprinting. I was like, hold on,
Wait a minute.
are you telling me I could have been pulling the trigger or pressing any of the face buttons this
Right.
entire time?
Could have been
I was like,
running this
yes,
whole
that's
time.
exactly what you could have been doing.
Yep.
I just know this
But
game
like,
of apology is what I'm getting out of all this.
No, I mean, like that's one of the things
that's your
about
experience.
especially like
Yeah.
these indie games, and especially ones that seem to hit. This is not me criticizing these games, but especially games that kind of hit streamers and content creators really hard. Part of it is the lack of directions. Part of it is lack of tutorials. You get right in the game, and within 10 seconds, you're moving your character and playing the game, and you're hopefully reading the directions. But sometimes the joy of watching someone play that game, not of playing the game, is watching them be like yelling at the screen, be like, bro, the direction. You're supposed walk backward. Like people, 200 people in chat being walk backwards, dude. Like that sort of thing. Like that's
like
the fun of
yeah,
it.
it's like and it's like the tile man is a good example of that. Like I spotted that guy from the second I turned into the corridor. I'm not getting close enough to trigger him.
Right.
I am turning around and walking the other direction as soon as I see it, kind
Yep.
of situation.
So his
But
location changes every time you run into him too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Like the first
I saw him
time,
twice.
yeah. I was gonna say the first time he was dead at the end of the corridor, and the second time he was on a corner, and I didn't see him till I was
Oh,
closer.
that's terrifying.
Oh, that's horrible. That's
Yeah.
just wonderfully terrible.
Yeah.
The thing that you were talking about, Boston, though, where like the anomalies were, like you, I went into this expecting it to want to kick me in the teeth a lot
Yeah.
more than it did. But it tells you the fallibility of the human brain, because there was very obvious ones, like that door handle being in the middle of the door, that like for whatever reason that run I was focused on all of the posters and I ignored the right hand
Yep.
side and it messed me up. It's a very obvious thing. As soon as you see it, you see it. Like, I don't know how many times I ran past the door that was cracked open with
Yeah.
somebody staring at you through it before I noticed that it was cracked open. Like it's just my brain being like focused on the little things and then missing the huge ones.
Yep.
Like the lights being like all disjointed on the ceiling is super obvious when you've seen it, but if you don't see it, it's very easy to just be like, no, that's just
It's lights
that's
up
fine.
there. The
Let's
lights
move
are on. It's fine. Yeah.
Do you guys
My
have
day
any?
job made me look at the lights a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yes.
do. I visit an existing building. I'm like, oh, there are the lights location. So I
Right.
do the same thing in video games, except it's usually that's not where the conduit would go.
That's right. How could you?
This HVAC
Yeah.
vent feeds the neighbors.
Right.
Yeah. Do you guys have any anomalies that you really liked slash creeped you out that we haven't mentioned already? Because I think we've mentioned my favorite so far, which is the tile man. The watermark creepy face on the ceiling, I think, was incredibly.
Yeah.
That's super subtle. The one that annoyed me when I first caught it was when I turned around and noticed the back of the sign changed on the ceiling.
Oh,
That
I
one's
forgot
super
about
annoying.
those.
One of my favorite
Like,
ones
'cause-
is the door, something banging on the other side of the door, because it's really you hear it before you're in the hallway, and you're like, I kind of don't want to see like what is making this banging sound in the hallway. I could probably just walk back, but I kind of want to see what it is, and I like the animation of the door kind of bulging out a little bit. I like that nothing broke through the door. Like, as much as I said I wanted that spring-loaded cat to surprise me, I do like that tension of like, I just need to go before something does come out. This is clearly, I like that it's also very clearly an anomaly of like, this definitely should not be happening. I'm just, this is an easy kind of free one for me.
Yeah. I like the space. Like
Yeah.
it's such a tight little space there. It's one of those things like by the time I figured out the trigger thing, I was running around that Tetris bend every single time. And then of course I would run around the Tetris bend into the corridor, and there's the two guys in the suit standing there. Immediately I'm like, whoa, it's so quick you get around that corner that they're in your face before you even realize that they're in your face. And that's like okay, my heart jumped up a little bit. I'm going to turn around, I'm going to walk back the other way, and then we're going to see what happens next time I go down this corridor.
And that, I think the environment is the thing that I was surprised, because like I was talking about before with like the Nextlander guys, I had seen a little bit of this game and I had heard a little bit about this game. And I think the thing that impressed me the most from a development standpoint is kind of like the use of one environment, because it is that one hallway and then it's like two turns and then you're back in that hallway. No matter which way you go, it's this seamless two turns back to the hallway. And I think the use of the space is so smart because, like you said, you know that hallway by heart. Or do you? Or are you ignoring a bunch of stuff in it? It's only one hallway. How many things could be in this? And like going through it and seeing that number go to 0, and it's like, what what could that have possibly been? I know everything in this hallway. And then you're like, oh, the back of the sign was, I never even look at that sign. What the hell, man? So like building all of these things run over run over run, even if you're playing it for an hour or two, I think use of space feels really cool in a very interesting way.
And like that's one of the things that I found interesting about it. Once you've spotted an anomaly, it not showing back up. Now I did read some thoughts on this, and some people are very annoyed that they basically take them out of the cycle until you've got them all.
Right.
I think it's genius because then you're looking for the thing that you've just spotted,
Exactly.
ignoring the other things that you
Right.
haven't spotted. Like the first time the watermark girl on the ceiling got me, and then when I spotted it, I was like, "That's really subtle." And then every single time I went through after that, I was looking at that spot and being
Yep.
like, "Wait, is she there? No, she's not.
You're
Okay, I
looking
can
right
move
at the
on."
second poster for the crayon marks. Like you're, and I didn't even know that that happened. And that's so smart of like, okay, I know all the stuff that can mess up. I'm going to look at all of those and it's going to be something different. That's really great,
Hmm.
man.
Man, so I'm realizing how absurdly weird my interaction with this game was because I didn't understand the mechanics in it, for
Mhm.
so long. So a lot of the things I accidentally didn't find but found in terms of the game acknowledging it because I was like, well, maybe I go this way for a while.
Sure.
Maybe I try
Hmm.
this way. Maybe I follow the guy. Like I followed the guy, and the next
Uh-huh.
thing I know, I got the anomaly where he was bigger, and I'm like, something changed. I caused something to
Right.
happen. How did I do
Right.
that? So like there are a few of these that it probably counted me getting that I didn't even notice were there just because of the
That's
nature of the
really
way I was
interesting.
playing it.
Yeah. I wonder if you
And
can
the other
like,
part is like
oh, go ahead.
just say like there are end conditions that I guess if you know the rules of the game, you may not even activate. Like the twins in the
Hmm.
hallway, like if you walk past them and then turn around to leave, at some point they're going to teleport like immediately in front of you and you die. Um,
Oh, okay. Huh.
obviously the door that opens if you walk in the door, you die. But there's a lot of, you know, oddity in conditions. But
Yeah. I wonder if you
anyhow,
can
Hmm.
accidentally like get into a position where you're just kind of wandering around backwards and forwards and just accidentally get to exit 8 and beat the game. I'm sure there is, but like I don't know. I don't think you'd be able to, because of some of the anomalies stopping you. I don't think you'd be able to just continue to run forward over and over and over again and like beat the game that way. I think you have to go backwards. I don't think you can get like 8 hallways that are without
yeah.
issue back to back. But
I think the furthest I got was like either 5 or 6,
okay,
without understanding
that's
the
pretty
mechanics of the
high.
game, which I know that's pretty
Yeah.
good, like in retrospect. But
Yeah.
um, it was also I felt like a crazy person trying to figure the thing out.
Well, I think that's a case for like
Yeah,
maybe sometimes the player does need a little bit more pushing, like a little bit more, even if it's just in the pause menu of like a help button and being like, okay, here are the, in really clear text, here's how you play the game.
oh yeah,
I don't know if this game has it or not, but there is something with a lot of these games of like, well, you gotta figure it out. It's like at some point, I think you should at least be offering a little bit more guide rails or a little bit more help to see if people need a little bit more assistance.
I mean yes
Hmm.
and no. I'm really enjoying the results of this conversation
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
by
yeah.
talking about it, and it's not like it was a. I mean, it was, I think I spent 3 hours in the game.
Hmm.
No, probably not even that. Probably 2.5. Because once I understood the mechanics, like I was basically done. My
Yeah,
next run was like 15 minutes or something.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
All right. Moon, what are your final thoughts here for the Exit 8 and anything else you think we might have missed talking about?
Oh, I really like this game a lot. Like this makes me wanna. It tickles a couple of different sides of my persona, kind of thing where it's like I like the tension build. I like the horror. It's jump scary enough without being jump scary that I think that it maxes me out on that. Like, for those of you who are ever curious, we're never going to do a FNAF game on this show because we all hate
No.
games which are purely about jump scares. That's
Yep.
all. The only purpose is jump scares. We
Yep.
all hate them.
Yep.
I think this tickles that appropriate side of my brain where it's like I'm cautious of the jump scare, but also like enjoying the tension build of like, okay, is this right? Is the guy gonna jump at me and attack me
Hmm.
like this time? Like what am I missing? And the fact it was super duper short. We haven't mentioned it so far, but like top to tail, I think I did it in like 3.5, 4 hours, like, and got everything in it. So
Yep.
it was one of those great things where it's like, man, I wonder where there are more games like this where I can just jump in, be as blind as possible, and just the nostalgia of having a spot the difference game, but it's not
Hmm.
a flat image. It's because the flat images I'm great at. I'm like, yeah, he's missing a hula hoop. That one's missing an earring. This one's
Right.
missing a pencil. This one's
Right.
changed. This guy's t-shirt is blue. I'm really great at the flat image spot the differences, but going having it in this hallway and being like, okay, now do that thing that you think you're so great at, but do it in this 3D environment.
Hmm.
I enjoyed so much the dopamine thing of being like, yeah, I saw you, you weird ghouly eyeballs. Like, I'm
Well,
gonna turn around now.
and it also raises the question of there's a sequel, Platform 8. How do you take this
Uh-huh.
game and potentially extend it into whatever that next game is? So
So we got to
Yes.
find that out one of these days.
exactly next spooky
Uh-huh.
season maybe at the very
Yes.
latest. Uh,
Yep.
Musin, what are your final thoughts here?
I came in not really liking the game, and after doing this podcast, I kind of like it now. Um, like, like my initial thoughts were just like, this is just a poor PT ripoff, and PT really was, like the entertainment of PT was part of the environment. You had a much larger environment to wander around. You had a ghost stalking you, and it was, a prelude to something that we'll never see.
Hmm.
Um, and this is missing 90% of that.
Hmm.
And is readily, to me, like a chunk of it was readily dispelled in terms of a scary game once you understood the mechanics, but which evidently was from the start. But I've really enjoyed hearing you guys talk about it and hearing the evidently obvious sign I either missed or I read and thought that doesn't mean anything.
All right. That's not for me.
There's no telling, but yeah, I don't know. I'm down to play the sequel someday on this podcast.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
I came in here in this episode ready to kind of talk about it and be like, it was fine. It's, an hour or two long. I'm sure if you have a really great run, it's like 15 minutes or whatever. And it's cool. It's one environment. It's great. But I think part of what I love about doing this show and part of what I love about us talking about these games is as we're kind of talking about it, unfolding it, and kind of talking about the design of it and how we feel about it, kind of gaining a better appreciation for it and coming out of this episode in the same way, just being like, you know what, yeah, this game is great. It's maybe an hour long, 2 hours long, and 15 minutes if you get like super lucky or whatever. But it's cool. It's smart use of mechanics. It's smart use of development. It's smart use of an environment. Like it's really cool. And turns out that I think it was a lot more compelling of a game than a game that on the surface seemed like it might be like a content creator kind of bait sort of thing. But turns out to
Uh-huh.
be a thing that's genuinely really cool. And I'm glad that we played something that I think is tense and sometimes creepy and a little bit spooky, but not outright terrifying or horrifying or anything. And I think that's kind of a cool game for us to play during October here in the spooky month. So I'm glad we played this, and I'm looking forward to us checking out Platform 8 at some point. Maybe this time next year. We'll see.
Yep.
But like we talked about earlier, Journey, that game company's Journey, is the next game that we're going to be playing for our last game of 2025. It's already coming up here in our 11th game this year. So we're going to round out the year with that. I hope you'll join us in playing that, and we'll see you all next month Bye.
Ah.
Bye.